Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1. Today I'm going to talk about maps. A lot of preppers don't really have any maps. They rely on the internet. They rely on their phone with their GPS. But maps are important. Maps are important for anything. For a local disaster, so you can see what's out there. For a regional disaster, civil disturbances, or a worst case event, a raw event. Maps are important. I'm a big fan of maps. While in the military, maps were a very important part, especially in planning and execution. A map is worth its weight in gold. I've been places where maps were very scarce, and when I've actually had to take a map and draw my own map of that map because we didn't have enough to go around. So if you're in a position where you can get some maps right now, get all kinds of maps. I want to show you a few. I think the most important prepper map right on the market are DeLorme's. DeLorme is a whole book of your state, and it's a combination of a road map. It has topographical features, shows you water. It is a must for a prepper. If you live near the border of multiple states, go ahead and pick up one for each state that you're pretty close to. If you're bugging out long distances or you're traveling, this is a must. If GPS goes down, internet goes down, this will let you travel and find resources. You can see fields on it. It might be crop fields. You can see water. So a DeLorme map, you can get them for anywhere from 12 to 20 bucks. Just depends where you buy them. DeLorme, DeLorme. Maps are important too because they can show you these are nuclear targets, potential nuclear targets in the United States. Good to have and know where your threats are coming from, and it might not be nuclear. You can list all kinds of things. Get a map of your area, and it's my bubble philosophy that I'm working on. You can list, maybe you're close to a prison, maybe you're close to a dam that if it breaks you could be affected with the water and the flooding. Maybe it's high population area, maybe it's a chemical plant that could cause you problems, a nuclear plant. So maps are useful to show you all the threats that you could potentially have to deal with. And it's also the reverse. You can get a map and you can document all the farms in your area that produce something, manufacturing, supply locations. These are resources that could be available in any disaster. You might say, well, I don't have a lot of money to prep. Here's some maps right here, local maps. You can get them for free. And they have the cities on them, in-depth street maps. These are very important in any situation. These are free maps that I got. State maps. If you're traveling through a state, stop in, and they used to have them out at the welcome centers. Now usually you're going to have to ask for them because they're a little bit more expensive and they don't want people just to take them and waste them. I think the best map that everyone as a prepper needs to have is some topo maps of their area. Now if you live in the city, the topo features won't be as important, but if you're out in the country, they will. But in the city, you definitely want some good quality city maps. These ones are absolutely free, but you can buy them that show a lot of stuff. This is my map book. I keep all kinds of maps in here. I have maps, county maps, regional maps of my state. Maps are important. I also have a map on the wall up here. This hangs. This is a United States map. Very important. If things happen in the United States, I can find out where they are. I can figure out how close they are to me. Very important. Map should be a prepper's priority. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, and if the internet shuts down or we have problems, maps are going to be a valuable asset that we can use. You might not be in the area where you think. You might have to bug out because of any reason. Could be a chemical spill. You might have to go 50 miles from your house. So having maps of your area and surrounding areas, you can figure things out. Plus, this map is nice here, and I have some other maps I will put up. Say you're monitoring your ham, your CBs, all your communication equipment, and you find information out of problems or relief centers or anything that's happening in your area. You can battle track it. Now if you're going to battle track something, you can use all kinds of things. If you have laminated maps, special markers that you can use to write on them. You can use push pins. And you can just document what's going on in your area. You can battle track whatever situation. It might not be a battle. It might be a flu outbreak. It could be a wildfire. Remember this, though. If you are putting information on a map and you're drawing on your map, or you're putting push pins in, don't put anything in there you don't want people to know. So if you have your bug out location, don't mark it, because yeah, you might be able to take the push pin out, but what's going to happen is there's going to be a hole in there, and you're going to give valuable information away. So be very careful if you have caches. Be careful if you do mark them on a map. So if you don't have any maps, which a lot of preppers have not really addressed this. They've gotten their food, their water, their shelter, their security, and we're relying on our phones, with our GPSs, with MapQuest, and with all the other things out there. It might also be good to get some satellites pictures so you can see more around your house. You can see terrain, you can see buildings. Very important. Do not underestimate the importance of maps in a local disaster or a full-fledged raw environment. Thanks for watching.